Hey everybody, Live Farmer 73. The morning after. Had a, I had a little bit too much last night, so had to wake up this morning and pull myself together. I had a lot of stuff to do this morning. Uh let me get in. Let me get in here. With that is because that's a question I'm asking myself right now. I know what kind of gardener I used I used but now that uh but now that uh turned into. So that's what made me ask you guys, what kind of gardener are you versus what kind of gardener, do you want to be? I remember I had tons of time. I was retired. I wasn't going to do nothing else no more. After nursing, I had planned on just vegging out, and just enjoying the rest of my life. But as some retirees know, that gets boring as sin. And an opportunity fell in my lap and I jumped on it. Look like I'm gonna make sure my Wi-Fi is on par here. But anyway, my point was I had a lot of time. How you doing, Connie Abel? I had a lot of time to be out there in the garden. I used to hand water everything. And I had way more land then than I have now. And I used to water everything. I used to take buckets out and, fill it up with the hose. And we had well water. So fill it up with the hose and take the bucket all the way out on the land, water all the trees. I would do that all day. Check my chickens and see how they doing it. Anyway, my point is this. Now that I'm working full time and all my other side businesses is picking up, I don't have time to do that stuff no more. So all of the ways that I used to garden is changing year by year. Like right now, all the different kind of tropical trees and plants and stuff that I love growing, I can't grow all that stuff no more. Hey, Garden Love, how you doing? How was your appointment? It was terrible. I went to my eye appointment and found out that my job canceled our vision insurance and I was supposed to change it to something else. So I got to come out of the pocket. So I got to reschedule. That's life. Who knows? Maybe that was just to get me out of there because somebody's about to come shoot the place up. Who knows? I believe in fate. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I still got a bunch of contacts left. Sometimes you got to come out of the pocket. So instead of me buying a new tree, which I don't need, I'm going to have to go buy my contacts or something. So that's just part of life. I ain't worried about it. But let me see. Okay, hey, Orlando Backyard Gardener. Hey, Terry Lynn. It's good to see you back. Kimberly France, how you doing? So, nothing, man. I'm just trying to get stuff into perspective, and maybe this will help a lot of you guys too. I watch a lot of your channels, and it makes me think just like, you know what? I'm thinking like a new gardener all over again. Because in a way, I kind of am. In a way, I'm kind of learning how to garden. Hey, Cat's Garden. I'm learning how to garden all over again. And what I mean by that is if you got tons of time to garden and be in your garden and growing your food and putting the right amendments in it and putting it on a water schedule and putting it on a feeding schedule, and you know what? I know one person right off the bat that can definitely understand. Miss Diana, Miss Garden Love channel. She just kind of went back to work too. So she used to pump those videos out. Me and her pump those videos out. And we just don't pump them out like that anymore because of our work schedule. Oh, that's okay, Kim. Uh, anyway, that's like you leaving the club, you know. Look, girl, I got to go get something to eat. That's how it is. So, but when your schedule gets busy, you don't have time to pamper certain things that you love pampering. Now, some of this stuff, I keep coming at y'all with videos saying, I'm not going to pamper this tree. I'm not going to pamper these tropical trees I brought from Florida and all over the country. But I want to. I just don't have the time to do it. You know, the reason y'all keep seeing all these videos about me having these predators, let me get my head in here. Okay. The reason why I keep having these videos about having so many predators is because, hey, Chef Dagger, how you doing, man? The reason I have so many predators, I don't have time to stay on top of them like I used to. I don't have time to hunt them. I don't have time to, I don't have time to relocate stuff anymore. And that's really getting me to know, like, you know, a lot of the trees that I lost, this spring, I started a live video yesterday, and it started out, it was bad and good, remember? And the reason where I was going with that before my Wi-Fi went bad was I got a lot of fire blight on all my apple trees, right? And I remember having the time to go and look at every apple tree like, oh yeah, okay, start of a little bit of fire blight, snip that out, spray it down, snip this. I don't have time to do that anymore. So I lose crops. So all of those different tropical apple trees that really don't belong here, or as they say, in my zone, I'm starting to lose them. Oh, really? I'm buffering? Okay, let me be still. Maybe that'll help. My hands is always, it seems like my hands help it go crazy. Garden Love says, you're right. I love being in the garden. It's my meditation, but you're right. I don't have a lot of time. First year, I lost 2 trees. What should we do? You know, Garden Love, I wish I had an answer for you, but the only answer that I'm coming up, because I'm struggling with trying to find the answer myself, and the only answer that I can think of is I got to stop buying, I got to stop purchasing trees that pretty much can't fend for themselves, you know? Some of this stuff that we have on our land don't need no help. And some of it need to be pampered. I got a lot of pampered trees, and I got a lot of trees that I don't even go look at sometime. And I think I might have to lean towards getting more trees and plants that don't need no help. You know, when I plant stuff in my garden, I used to plant everything. If I showed you all these videos, old videos and pictures, you'd be like, damn, lad, that's how I used to garden. That was me. I was retired. I wasn't doing nothing but gardening, right? I met a lot of y'all long time ago when I hated Superman 42.0 when I was retired. Or even in my nursing field, because I only worked 3 days a week. So that's like retirement to me. You know, that was my whole work week. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The rest of the week, I was in that garden. So, okay, hold on. Chef Dagger says, hey man, you can't stop nature. I don't waste my time or money trying to stop Mother Nature. Exactly. So my point is this. I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and just stop planting so much tropical type of stuff. And when I say tropical, I mean things that, not necessarily tropical, but things that I have to constantly watch over. I don't have the time, because in my life, in my own personal life, my life has taken another path of not working for myself. Not working for somebody else. And if any of you guys know, trying to work for yourself and start your own business and start up all of your making your own money, what happens is you put a lot of time into that, you know, and a lot of energy and a lot of money, so you can break off from working from the man. And that's what me and Lady Laird are trying to do. And I just don't have the time, even though my garden is part of my new business, I don't have the time to pamper and cater to all of this stuff. So let me get in here and read something real quick. Okay. Superman 42.0 can't stay long. That's okay, man. That's all right. Uh, Garden love. That's how I feel about my avocado tree. I love it, but uh, it sucked and it's a needy baby. Exactly. You know, stuff like that is you just don't have the time. Terry Lynn, nursing, that explains a lot as why your garden is so successful. Caring is part of it, you know. The caring is a big part of it. Okay, Starduster, it will work out for y'all. Keep seeing it and it will manifest. Well, I have I know it's going to work out. You know what? I'm that kind of person. If you think positive, you talk positive, positive stuff is going to happen to you. Negative, talk negative, and keep negative people around you, negative stuff going to happen to you. It's just that simple. And I truly, deeply believe in that. And I'm not going to get into that because people start steering me in a way of religion and I don't want to go there. But that's what I believe in. I believe in positive words, positive vibes, positive people around you, positive surroundings, positive things happen to you and for you. That's what I believe in. So, my main point of this whole video, and this is for a lot of the new gardeners and the new people to just subscribe to me and just start hanging out with me. Sometimes you gotta weigh your time that you have to spend versus what kind of tree or plant or shrub you are about to buy. Okay, it ain't so much as the money versus what you about to buy. Right now, it's like, how much time do you have? It's like having children, right? You can have all the money in the world and have, a litter of kids. If you're rich, you can have as many kids as you want. Do you have time to spend with each and every one of those different little personalities for each one of those kids? Because money ain't gonna do nothing for that. Your nanny ain't gonna do nothing for that. Do you have enough time to spend with each one of those little different personalities? Your garden, I'm starting to realize myself, is the same way. Each one of these trees in your garden and in my garden got a whole different personality to it. It's a whole different breed. You can have two of the exact same Satsuma orange trees, and both of them act completely different. That's why when people say you need to use this soil amendment, you need to use this fertilizer, I don't believe that. That's why I kind of just let nature do its thing, because I don't believe that, because everything just acts different. I got almost 2 or 3 of the same kind of everything out here on this land, and each one acts different depending on where it is on my land, depending on how much sun is getting in that spot. Even if they was both in containers, they seem like they got personalities. You keep watering one, it die, but you keep watering the other one, it want more water. Same tree, same root system, same everything. Just seem like they got different personalities, and you have to remember all of those different personalities. Like, don't water that tree too much. That one don't like too much water. Now this one love a lot of water, a lot of food. Don't do that one so much. Ain't that weird how that work? It just is weird. And all of y'all know that I'm telling the truth, because y'all email me sometime like, listen, I did everything you said, Led, and mine is dying. I followed everything you said to the T, and it's dying. You got to tweak some stuff, because you might be in zone 5A and I'm in zone 8A. Where did your soil amendments come from and was manufactured versus where mine came from? We could have purchased the same stuff. It's just everything is so different. So you got to pay attention to the personalities of your plants, your garden, your trees. So my point is this: I'm going to try my hardest to really get away from stuff that needs to be pampered. I'm losing trees, I'm losing money, and I'm losing time trying to cater to something that I don't have time to. What do some people, they end up either neglecting their children or giving them up for adoption. Hey, Derek Thomas, because they don't have time for them. They're too busy with their busy life and work schedule, and they push them to the back burner. Mess the kid up. Same thing with the tree. If you keep neglecting it, it's going to go bad. And the reason I thought of all of this is because I was doing that live video yesterday that went bad, and I noticed that the damn beavers ate my my chokeberry bushes. All you guys told me, get chokeberries, not just elderberries, chokeberries, elderberries. Y'all named all these healthy berries because I'm trying to start planting more healthy stuff, right? Beavers ate them. So then I come home from work yesterday and I said, I'm doing a live today. I'm feeling it. Y'all know how I felt last night. When I got off work, I was feeling good. Notice the beavers ate down my Asian pear tree. And when you see something like that, your heart drop. It's almost like you come downstairs in the morning and all your doors is open like you've been robbed. That's how I felt. You get a little scared, and then you kind of look like, are they still here? You know what I'm saying? You start looking around, and then you realize this really just happened. I don't have time to monitor that stuff no more like I used to. All the cameras in the world ain't working. All the traps in the world ain't working. So it's time for me to start getting stuff that I don't really need to keep my eye on like that. Let me go in here real quick. Let me see. Love Bug. I'm learning that I have been researching before I make a purchase. Research before you make a purchase. Always research before you make a purchase. No matter what, even if you see something for $2, you know what I do? Personally, what I do, and I don't think I've ever talked about it. When I'm about to make one of those real quick purchases, I shit you not, I will sit there with my phone and watch as many videos. I will sit in one of these big box stores or a nursery forever, going through videos, Googling, to the point that people ask me, sir, do you need some help? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just reading about this plant that I hope I'm about to buy. And I sit there and stand there in the aisle looking stupid, but I'll be like, I'm not going to buy this. Even if it's $2, when I get home, if it's going to die, $2 that I could have spent on gas money or something else. So you got to use your head. Research everything. Even if it's just watch 2 or 3 videos. Even if they don't even hardly know what they talking about, you'll still have a little idea if you match up all of the information together. Damn, my video looks terrible. I'm buffering horribly. Give me a second, okay? Let me try to fix this. Is that a little better? It's looking better on my end. I'm back. How it look, you guys? That's a lot better. That's a lot better. So, all right. I had to do that because I did not want just a whole jacked up video. So some of the stuff, hey, how you doing, NJ Callie Gardner? All right, that's better, Love Book. Thank you. I had to switch. Oh, you see that, Garden Love? Yeah, I got another one. You got to have Pac-Man, right? Maybe I'm showing my age too much. But yeah, you gotta start thinking about what you're about to buy and put in your garden. And I'm about to do some overhauls, and I keep going back and forth with that. But the realization is I don't have the time that I used to have, and something got to give. And I'm tired of working for the man. I'm ready to start working for myself like I used to, and some trees got to go. So it's some trees. Wait, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna tell you about what trees that I picked personally that I'm going to start paying more attention to. How you doing, Tandy Oaks? You're on lunch break. All right. All right. This is the morning after the lounge. So, okay, here we go. Okay, Kimberly Friend say, man, I thought I was having problems with just trying to grow my potatoes and tomatoes. Haven't even started with a tree. Makes me want to change my mind about even buying some for a while in little backyard. No, that don't, thank you, is much better. Don't change your mind. What I'm trying to tell you is don't think that you're going to just buy anything you want, put it in the ground, and walk away, and tomorrow you're going to have something. You have to put a little bit of, that's why when I lose a tree, it's personal. Because you put some of yourself, all of these gardeners in this room right now know what I'm talking about. You put a lot of yourself into that land, even if you have a small yard, even if you have a patio. Some of you are container gardeners. You put a lot of yourself into that tree. And even when you end up messing around selling it, if you end up selling a tree that you've had forever, you regret it for the longest. Like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I got a lot of trees like that. So you put all that energy in that. So don't give up and say, just forget it. Just, I want to be real with you. Realize it's going to take some of your time and effort to let's think about the importance of it. You're growing food for the rest of your life, right? You're growing food for the rest of your life. You think that's just going to happen like that? No, that's what the grocery store is for. That's why they got us by the balls, right? No, stop thinking like they want us to think. You got to put your effort and your hard time out there in your yard or on your patio. So after about that 3 to 5 year mark, you can kind of start putting it on cruise control. Just like when your children start getting from that teenage to 20-ish, you kind of start leaning back a little bit. Mom, I'm going to the store. All right, be careful, wear your seatbelt, right? It ain't the same as when they first start learning how to drive and the steering wheel is right here. You're like, no, turn left, hit the brake, damn it, hit the brake, damn it, you're gonna kill us, oh my God, right? When they 15, they first learning how to drive, you like, well, can I take my friends? Hell no, no, take your bicycle, it's in the garage and just fix your flat. After that training lesson, I fix your flat on your bicycle, right? That's how you feel. But once they get old enough and start getting a little bit more experience, they get a little stronger, more confident, you kind of sit back and let it cruise control. Mom, I'm going to the movies. Be careful. Wear your seatbelt. Don't have too many kids in your car with you. You know what I'm saying? You got enough money? Yeah, I'm okay. All right, call me every hour on the hour. Let me know you all right. If you don't, I'm coming looking for you. I got GPS tracker on your car. Just right? You get to let them go a little bit. And as they get to college, then they come to you, you real lean back, you have sleep, and they like, Dad, I think I'm flunking nutrition. I studied nutrition. And you saw me, you gave me the answers. It was you gave me the answers. It was you, Dad. You like, what? But then they kind of on their own. You do the same thing with your trees. You teach them how to ride the bike with the training wheels, your trees, just like your kids. Then you take the training wheels off, right? Then you go on a bike ride with them. You're right next to them. Then you let them go riding with their friends, so on and so forth. I could do that all day. Your trees is no different. So please don't get discouraged and say, just forget it because it takes too much energy, because everything in life takes too much energy. Going to waking your ass up and going to work every day takes too much energy. Convincing yourself that this is what I should be doing, supposed to be doing. Is it really? Going to a job where they're going to tell me what to do like I'm a child and treat me like shit? Just to give me some money. Every day I go to work, I feel like a stripper. Who feel like that? You know what I mean by that? because they treat you like shit, tell you to do whatever they want you to do, how they want you to do it, and you better shut up and like it. And when they done, they make it rain on you every Friday, crumbs, and make you reach down and pick it up, collect it, and go back there and count your money, and then realize over 2/3 of this ain't even yours because it's bill money. So you feel filthy every Friday when you get that paycheck. That's what I mean by having a job make you kind of feel like a stripper. You feel dirty, you feel used. You feel like you're going to have to do a couple more steps to get into heaven. Do I have to go to church on Sunday and Wednesday? Because this ain't cutting it. So this is all about you having to stop and break away from working for the man. And this gardening is about your self-sustainability. That food in your yard is just that less few hours that you have to work for him. See what I'm saying? So don't give up. It's worth it, but in the long run. Just like when your kid walk across that stage and you crying more than your kid is because you like, I did that. What I tell my kids, your diploma don't belong to you. All their diplomas is in here on my wall. Your diploma don't belong to you. It belongs to me. If you ever need it for a job or something, for your resume, you come and get it and borrow it. But that belongs to me. Your diploma belongs to me. All that hard work you did, you could have did your hard work without my hard work. So your diploma is my reward. Showing me, and I get to look up on my wall and say, I ain't too bad of a dad. I guess I pulled that off pretty good. Right? It's all worth it in the long run. So let's stop thinking about the short run. I said this last night. I was half drunk, but I said it. Stop thinking about the short run. And think about the long run with your garden and your trees. Your soil ain't just going to mend itself overnight. If you don't purchase all the stuff or get all the stuff to amend your soil, it's not going to do right. You have to do that. You have to take the initiative to amend your soil, to make your soil so rich that you could grow dollar bills in that dirt. How you doing, Matt? I'm going to go back in here. So, I'm sorry for ranting. I just don't want people, when people say they just want to give up, that kind of pulls the chest hair on me, because I'm like, everybody want to give up sometime. But if you give up, why you just on life is that you can't feel like that. Starduster, he said, my garden, she says, my garden is my sanctuary. And that's another thing about your garden. Your garden is where your peace is. That's where you go to get away from all the nonsense. Right? Okay, Cat's Garden. I'm a pharmacy technician and I get tore up every day at work. I come home to find my family and garden to chill out. Sanctuary. Right? Love bug, yes. Dollar bills grow. And when I say dollar bills, what I mean by that is not necessarily sticking your Benjamin Franklins down in the dirt, but when you go out there and you plant something in it, it's going to pay you back. So yeah, growing dollar bills. Because all of this fruit and all these trees I usually have every year, you think I eat all of that? No, I sell it. I keep a lot, sell a lot. So I get money to keep this thing going. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess you could say it's planting dollar bills in a way. Let me see. Starduster, it's been... Okay, time for me to start dinner. Let me see. Cat's Garden is so true. I've lost many trees this past year, but as I replace it, really think about what to plant that will do better. That's what I'm doing right now, cats. I'm trying to figure out what can do better on my land without me having to peek over its shoulder every 5 seconds. And I've came up with a few things and I wrote them down. Now, this is just for my land, okay? It's kind of universal, but for my land especially. Loquats, there is nothing you have to do to a loquat tree. If you're in an area that can accept your loquat tree can accept the temperatures, it's a no-brainer. You need a loquat tree. If your area, if your grow zone can accept a loquat tree, that's a tree, it's an evergreen, it stays green all year, even in the winter. And over the winter is when it starts blooming. Next thing you know, it got fruit first thing in spring. A lot of people, like in my friends in California, Miss Garden Love, all my Supreme Family Garden down there in Florida, they got fruit already. So that's bountiful fruit. You could feed your family and other families with as much fruit as it gives off. You in Florida, Starduster? Well, a loquat is a must on your list. Preferably a gold nugget loquat because they big, super sweet gold nugget loquat. All kind of citrus plants. I'm not even going to start. All citrus. You need citrus. You don't got to baby citrus so much. You make sure they fed, make sure they watered, and citrus is pretty good. Let me see. Mr. James says, how much success have you had growing plants, trees that are not necessarily good for your region? Like for like my cocoa plants, my chocolate plants. Not the best thing to grow around here. Certain kinds of mangoes, not the best thing to grow in my zone. Lychee trees or lychee trees, whichever you prefer to pronounce it. Everybody keep correcting me on that. It's another one too. Certain kinds of guava just don't do good here in my area. And it was one more. Soursop. Soursop will not live here worth a damn. So that's another bad one that won't do good. Hey, Alabama, how you doing? New sub, top of the morning. Top of the morning to YouTube, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome. Welcome. It's good to have you on. So it's certain things that just don't do good here. And I'm going to completely just stop. Like bananas, for instance, I cut the bananas to the ground every year. And they come back every year, bigger and stronger and more of them, and they give me bananas. It's a no-brainer, right? So they stay. Now another one, persimmons. Oh my God, persimmons. If your grow zone can take persimmons, that's epic. A persimmon, any kind of persimmon to me. Not the astringent type, because I don't like the gooey kind necessarily. So Stardust will say, you want to grow a soursop? They're real temperamental. That's a tropical plant right there, tree. You got to watch that one, okay? Icy Touch says, Led, I order 2 pink guavas from Seed World USA. I will try to prove you wrong and get them to grow and fruit eventually. Now, the pink guava will actually grow in my zone. I never run across any. I'm going to tell you this. I got a Mexican guava out there right now, and I thought it was dead. I snipped all the dead pieces off, and it just exploded with growth. So the Mexican guava must simply do fine out here, and I left it outside in the cold all year, so it's fine. So that's why I didn't name that one. I'm not counting that one out. So it's certain things just don't do so hot here. Let me see. You got me growing persimmon. Never had thought about growing one. Orlando Backyard Garden. When you taste one, you be like, damn, that damn Led, boy, he sure was right. Woo! What is this? Am I eating gold? Am I eating a part of life? Persimmon? A fresh persimmon off your tree? Anybody in this chat room right now that grows persimmons can tell you. Because everybody keeps saying, I had a persimmon once, and it kind of made my mouth pucker up. You ate the wrong one. Number one. Number two, I had a persimmon once, and it tasted like just sweet water. You bought one from the store. They pulled it early, and it ain't get all the flavor that it was supposed to get and all the sugars it was supposed to build up. If you got one in your backyard and eat it, it'll make you take your clothes off. Right there. strip buck naked, sit out in the yard on a lawn chair and eat it while the neighbors watch. Think I'm playing? Why you think I keep buying persimmon trees? I got 5 of them out there now. Because that's how good they are. And if don't nobody purchase any from me, I don't care. Just like my honey. Nobody purchase it, I don't care. It's freaking delicious. You know? For instance, here you go right here. Come here, baby. That's a half gallon of honey right there. And that's just for show. When people say, oh, can I have that? Absolutely not. Ooh, I almost pulled my back out with that. Certain things is worth it. Persimmons are like honey to me. Loquats are like honey to me. Believe it. I think those are some premier fruits that you can purchase. Starduster bees next year too. Hey, get it. Get it. So, okay. Let me see. Backyard Garden couldn't buy. You ran out. I know. And I'm sorry. But you know what? One thing about that is when you buying stuff organically, that's one way you know you buying some stuff organically. When they really don't have any more, and I'm not a factory. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a mass producer. I gave you mine. I gave you my stock. And that's how it was. And I didn't never know the stuff was gonna sell ever. And it just like that. So that was raw, pure, utterly pure honey. And a few of you guys, speaking of the honey, before I get going, I'm going to say this one more time and then I'm going to have to move on by default. I sent out a lot of envelopes with a pack of seeds in it. If you have a pack of seeds and it is jalapeno pepper, I need you to email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com immediately. I have something for you. After this week, I'm going to do it again and move on. Let me see. Let me put my stuff down here. I'm going to put my at yahoo.com. Okay. I just put my name back in the box. So if you have that jalapeno pepper, please contact me. I have something for you. It's not a contest. It's just something I felt like doing. So everybody, I sent out a bunch of packs of seeds. If you purchase honey, you purchase a shirt, you purchase anything from us, we sent out seeds to everybody. So it's not a contest. So don't feel like you missed some kind of entry. I don't do that. I don't do the contest thing. I just feel like giving you something. So if you got that, please let me know. Okay, let me get back in here. Elisa Cone say her soursop died, lychee died, mango died, just won't grow here. Where are you, Elisa? Because mine did too. The only mango that made it through was my Glen mango made it through the cold and was growing in the cold. So I know that Glen mango is going to do fine here. Okay. Katz says, love persimmons. Mine hasn't fruited yet though. Can't wait till my loquat is fruiting more this year. There you go. Girl, do it. Do your thing. Garden Love says, start an email list of those who are interested and send them a notification when it becomes available. Garden Love, send them a notification when what comes available. I want to know. Please answer that again for me. Because, I talk and I be off the rails. Ain't no telling what I said. Start an email list of those who are interested and send them a notification when it becomes available. Okay, I had to reread that. Okay, Alyssa, you got a Farmer's Almanac. Okay. Icy Touch, lead Glen mangoes are hard to find. I'm hoping to find some by summer end when they're in season. I found mine down in Kissimmee, Florida. Some little nursery that I just stumbled upon. That was about 15 miles away from Orlando, Universal Studios and stuff. I just felt like going out one day, stumbled on that, and they had mangoes everywhere. And oh, let me tell you, I made a mess on myself when I seen all the mangoes. They had everything. I just couldn't fit them. I brought all that stuff home in my rental truck. I made all the people that came down in my rental truck, I had a big old long Ford Expedition. And not Expedition. Yeah, that longest, biggest one. I made half of them people. Look, go ride with your aunt. Go ride with your aunt. Cause my trees, I gotta put their seatbelts on. They had to go. They like, my daughter, really, Dad? Yeah. Go ride with your aunt. You taking up tree space. I gotta get these trees to the house. Hold back of my, forget the luggage. Luggage, put that in your uncle car. Put the luggage in your uncle car. I ain't got no space for luggage. Trees is here. Hey, Kira, mommy of 5. You back in the house again today, huh? So, yeah, I'm a mess when it comes to this garden, y'all. I'm a mess. Cat say, same here, NJ County Garden. You know, we get real stupid when it comes to this gardening. And some of the stuff, we don't share our stories because they even too stupid for us to repeat to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I've done with this garden stuff, man, I'm telling you, I'd probably get locked up if I repeated it. Let me see. Okay, Orlando Backyard Gardening. Yeah, I once had a swarm of citrus. I had a swarm in my citrus tree. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe. Yakenia Israel, does it feel good to garden? It feels like breathing. It feels like life. Feels terrific. Everybody out in this room right now need to get bees led. Listen, I did a video on how to attract bees, how to make a bee trap. And let me tell you something. A friend of mine emailed me, oh God, what was his name? He just caught bees. I told you it worked. He said, Led, I actually caught bees. What do I do now? He probably watching me now. What do I do now? And I was like, it's time to put them, they in a box. Time to put them in a hive now. You know, I told you it just works. If you get a lot of bees in your trees and you got a lot of bees pollinating your yard, like to the point you got to get out the way, you need to set a trap up somewhere because when they go find food, they're also looking for somewhere else to live all the time. So let me get in here. Okay, Garden Love say, a lot of us didn't know you were selling honey. Email notifications will help us know. Oh, email notifications will help us know what you are selling and what is available or soon to be available in marketing. Very true. Very true. And to be totally honest with you, I never really like sold it. I do stuff like, how can I put it? Almost word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like this YouTube, I never say like and subscribe. Please thumb me up. The reason I don't do that, because sometimes that attract a lot of the wrong people that I want hanging out with us. When I advertise like that, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those Waffle House signs say up all night, 24 hours, 24-hour service. You get some real creepy mugs coming there for pancakes in the middle of the night. Well, some of the stuff that I sell, if I advertise it as, boom, this is it, this is what it is, what happens is you get people that say stuff like this that drives me crazy. Oh, I could have bought this from Walmart for $10. And I don't know how to respond to that in a positive way, so I don't. Or, oh, this ain't nothing but some old honey. Okay. If you thinking like that, I can't change the way you think. So my problem is when I don't advertise and it just go word of mouth, those are the people that really appreciate it. And those are the people that know where it came from. Those are the people that know what I'm selling because a good friend of theirs said, listen, you got to taste this. And you know what? Just by word of mouth, I sold out of t-shirts. I sold out, well, she had to go re-up on the t-shirts. And I sold out of, what did I have? 30 gallons of honey. Like that. Just by word of mouth. And that's kind of how I like it. Sometimes when you advertise, and I've said this in a lot of videos, throwing out that fishing net and you pull that fishing net in, you bring everything in. Dolphins, sharks, sea turtles, everything. And all you was hunting for was tuna. Well, when you advertise like that on YouTube, you kind of do the same thing. Even in life, in business, you kind of do the same thing. Advertisement ain't always the best thing, depending on your product. And I don't like having to deal with too many hot pocket people, the riffraff, and the people that really appreciate what we do as gardeners, the people that appreciate what we do as beekeepers, and I'm gonna call it keepers of the land, basically. We all appreciate and know what we put in, and we know what we get out, and we know what we want to charge you for that. So those are the people that I kind of want to, stick with. So that's why I don't just put out no big old advertisement. Just word of mouth works, So that's the only reason. But for all my close friends and the people that already purchased some, I'll let you know. I will. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay. Star Duster. When the bees die, we die. Exactly. They are more important than we know. A lot of people don't know that, Star Duster. Okay. Hey, Rose 5150. Do you find your honey has different flavors if your hives are citrus? You know what? Out of all of the honey that I've sold, none of it is the same color. None of it tastes the same. And what I tried to do for the people that bought 2 jars of honey, this is what it looked like. Give me 2 ticks. Now watch this. Watch this. Okay. Oh, my backbone. For the people that purchase honey, what I try to do, if you bought 2 jars of honey, every honey tastes different. When it's natural and real, every honey tastes different. Every box of honey that I pull off out of there is different. So you might get one as light as this. See that? As light as this, and this has got a more citrus, well, this jar anyway, has a more citrusy floral taste. All the way something as dark as that, which has a more berry, thick, hearty, rich berry taste. Or something, look at all the differences. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. It never looks the same. That's real honey. Who did that? Thank you, thank you, Claudia. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. I do with all my heart. Thank you. And email me because we got to get that grapevine together for you. I hope that what I sent you, what I emailed you, I hope that works. Because we got to get that together, man. We got to finish that before the grapevines get crazy. Thank you, my brother. So that's why, I'm buffering again. Buffering hard too. So that's why when I don't advertise it, because people say, this don't taste like what you gave me last time, and it never will. When you taste some of the honey that I give you, you may never taste it. I have a jar of honey from when I first started beekeeping. I still have a jar with this much in it. I refuse to eat it. Every blue moon on a special time, I taste a little bit because I know I'll never taste again. And it's some of the best honey I've ever had. Okay, is it working? Let's see how bad it is. I'm telling you, we pay too much money for this internet service, y'all. And you never, ever get what you pay for. Never. You buy a cell phone, it costs you $1,000, and all you gotta do is drop it and it's finished. It turns into dust. That's what this world has turned into. They can sell you something and say, good luck, dumbass. And ain't nothing you can say about it. Hook all kind of wires up to your house and say, good luck, dumbass. Ain't nothing you can say about it. Jacked up Wi-Fi, jacked up phones. We have done this to ourselves. We have bought into the man's word so deeply that he has gotten to the point of saying he'll sell you something and you say, what kind of warranty you got? It ain't got no damn warranty. Good luck, dumbass. We got to the point that he buy you a brand new car. Soon as you drive it off the lot, what's that noise? What's that noise? I don't know. Let's go back and see what it is. Take it back to the dealership. Man, this car making some noise. I don't want this one. Too late. You bought it. Good luck, dumbass. We've gotten to a point where you're totally dependent on the man. And that's what I'm trying to get away from, y'all. Gas prices, even I'm watching gas prices all the way in California, right? Up in the $5, almost $6 mark. Here in Colombia, it ain't too much better. Gas prices is going up. You want to go in and choke the little gas station attendant, but he only making about $3 an hour. He don't know what the hell is going on. He said, man, what the gas price is going up? Man, I don't know. You want that gas? You gonna get that? What can you say? You got to go to work, right? So guess what's going to happen? Good luck, dumbass. Go back out for that gas. If I hike the price up to $10, you going to pay it. We done this to ourselves. We got to the point we got to go kiss somebody's ass every day. We kiss people's ass at work, at the gas station, in the grocery store, and nobody is trying to fix it. Nobody is trying to get out of it. Some of these gardeners, you think my stuff is always buffering for no reason? They don't want people to know half the stuff that we know, and they don't want people to know some of the stuff that we share amongst each other. They don't want nobody to know that. They don't want you to know how you can make fuel yourself. They don't want you to know that. Wine, beer, they don't want you to know that. What you mean you just grew a whole bunch of apples for free? They don't want you to know that. Because everything you learn how to do, you keep that money in your pocket. Am I lying? Yeah, Claudia, I'm going to let you know in a second. So, hey, Shanky Cat, how you doing? Shanky Cat 73. I like your name, Shanky Cat 73. Peace and blessings to you too. Okay, Starduster, you gonna get that gas. Okay, gas price went up. Real honey is divine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You gotta send a kid on the roof to wrap the aluminum foil tight. You went way back, Rose. They don't make them antenna towers no more, where you can climb up there and see a spaceship. Right, pocket money. Sanov, pocket money. Keep it in your pocket. That's why they call it pocket money. PayPal is a great way to send funds quickly, Derek Thomas. Yes, everybody should have a PayPal account. That's just a part of the new age now. Walking around with $300 in your pocket is almost suicide. If you don't believe me, I know a few people that ain't here no more because they was walking around the park with $300 in their pocket. Stupid. I don't know who was dumber, the crook or the person walking around with $300 in their pocket. That's like winning the lottery ticket and running outside. Say, I won, 50 billion is mine. Dumbass. You got what you deserve. When you hit by a car, somebody pick up your ticket. You asked for that. Okay. How much do you charge for bee removal? FR Saul, it depends. If I have to step on, it's free. Thank you, Claudia. If I charge nothing, it's free. Unless I have to leave the ground. I am too big to be getting on ladders. So as soon as I step on one ladder step, if I have to pull my ladder out for any reason, that's an instant $100. For every step I go up to Meaning how high I got to go up. For every step, it's another $100. And then here's the thing. I'm the cheapest bee removal in South Carolina. Nobody else. Go ahead and Google it. Nobody is going to do that. They're charging thousands, if not in the upper hundreds, to remove your bees because you're not going to do it, and they know that. See what I just tell you about? They got you by the balls, right? They know they got you by the balls. I know I could have you by the balls, but I know how it is when you got a situation. But see, the only reason I charge you at all is because, man, if I fall and break my ass, I got to go to the doctor. That's an instant $5,000 in the ER just signing my name on the paperwork. So, you know what I'm saying? If I get on this ladder, now I'm risking my health. They just charge you a flat rate of just ripping balls right off the tank. I don't do that. So, if there's somewhere I can reach them, which happens a lot, like in some bushes or on your porch, I don't charge you a cent. Because all I'm going to do is take the bees, put them in a box, make a phone call, and make $300 off of them anyway. Or keep them, let them make honey, and make money off of them anyway. So that's why I don't charge you. I'm going to make money no matter what happens. You know, in the spring, I usually split them, have 2 or 3 or 4 hives, and sell you a nuke and sell it to you for $250. Make money anyway. So I try not to charge people on the removal unless it's going to cause me harm. Okay, Derek Thomas, growing your own food is like printing your own money. Amen to that. Amen to that. But legally. Legally. Have a legal money printer. Right? Okay. Printing your own money. Okay. FR Saul, I got a lady with bees in a tree, and now I have a clue. You should go get them right now. Wait a minute. You got to ask certain questions. I got a list that I always ask people when they call. What are they doing? How long have they been there? Because if they've been there more than 48 hours, them ain't honeybees, okay? So don't go rescue those. If they're coming out of the ground, those aren't honeybees. Get away from there. So as a beekeeper, after a while, you know what questions to ask and you know what to look for. Are they in a ball? Okay, how big is the ball? Is it the size of a softball? Is it the size of a soccer ball or the size of a watermelon? All of those questions are super important so you don't waste your time and money and gas money going all the way out there and say, damn, you got a whole bunch of wasps. I ain't messing with that. Trust me, your questions are just as important as the removal itself. Let me come on in here. So, really, you guys, I'm gonna finish telling you some of the trees that I say are almost carefree. Loquats, we talked about it. Citrus, we talked about it. Peaches, that's almost a guaranteed harvest every year. Peach tree. Persimmons, guaranteed harvest, no trouble, no headache. These are trees you don't got to do nothing to. Nothing. Just leave them alone, give them a little water, give them a little food, right? And pretty much all berries. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. It ain't a lot you need to do to those. Even if you just leave them alone and just let them just go for broke, you're going to get some berries. You won't get a big harvest, but you're going to get something. You know? So all kinds of berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, grapes, they're gonna muscadine, they're gonna give you something. So you gotta certain stuff is gonna pay you back. Hey baby, certain stuff is gonna pay you back no matter what you do. So that was the end of that list of my little foolproof plants and trees that, you know. Oh, sweet potatoes, oh my God. So Orlando Backyard Gardening, lead. Yes, you need yourself a mulberry tree leaf. A mulberry tree leaf? To do what? Ain't that what they wore over their junk back in the Roman days? No, that was a fig fig leaf in the garden. Let me see. Okay. Explain that, Orlando Backyard Gardening. Can you leave blackberries in a pot? Okay. This is a controversial subject to me. You can keep blackberries, raspberries. It was another one too. You can keep a couple of them in the pot for a while, but they are going to fizzle out. And this is why. Because they spread. They have, like in a grape, they have traveling roots underground. That's why in a minute, you will see another grapevine coming from over here. Another blackberry vine coming from over here. Their roots, they're made to travel. That's how they spread. If you cut that off, all of that stuff is going to start winding up in that barrel. So you can keep that blackberry in a bucket for maybe 2 years. After a while, you're going to have a lot of trouble. Because one thing about a blackberry is, and a raspberry, you have to cut those old canes so the new canes can grow. And when those new canes grow, that's a whole nother root system coming up. In that bucket, no matter how big a bucket you got, you about to have a mess. Maybe not today, but tomorrow, you're going to be wondering what the hell is going on. And you're going to see your root system busting out of a thick plastic container. That's how strong they get, because they so bunched up. They're trying to travel and you won't let them. So they trying to bust out of your bucket, and they will bust out of your bucket. If you got drainage holes, they will bust out of the holes and go right into the ground. So I suggest like stuff like blackberries, raspberries, excuse me, and something else that I just got into, elderberries. Elderberries spread too, so they must have traveling roots. I don't suggest putting those in a container. Blueberries don't seem to spread like blackberries and raspberries. Blueberries you can keep in a container for a long time. I don't have nothing against putting blueberries in a container because they just don't spread like that. But the rest of them with the traveling roots, grapes, raspberries, blackberries, I wouldn't even attempt to do it. Because yeah, you're gonna get fruit right now. You're gonna get fruit this year. You might get fruit next year. But after that, you're gonna get a headache, is what you're gonna get. Because now you gotta rip this big plastic bucket off of this root system, roots busting out the sides. That's a headache and a half. You might cut your damn wrist open trying to get that tree loose. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I would stay around the blueberry in a container. I wouldn't put raspberries, blackberries, elderberries in a container. They just travel too much. And trust me, you'll find out. You don't got to believe me or listen to me. You'll find out on your own, and then you're going to be like, just like all of us be like, damn, Daddy was right. You going to say, damn, that lead wasn't bullshitting. They got a whole root going through the garage wall. What am I going to do? You'll see. You'll find out. How you doing, Big Dog 66? Okay. Let me see. Or grapes. Grapes, you can keep them in a container. They're going to do the same thing. I've had them in containers, and they work, like I said, for a year or two. But they going to bust out. They're going to bust out. I promise you. This is my personal promise to you. Them roots is going to bust out of that bucket, and you're going to have a damn job on your hands. Be careful cutting that bucket off. And don't put them in a clay pot, because the only way you're going to get them out of a clay pot, because they're going to bust out through that clay pot, only way you're going to get them out of a clay pot is you got to break that damn clay pot. And you're going to be sad because them things cost money. Okay, speaking of that, you still got one more tree to plant.
Why you got on a beach shirt?
Because I feel beachy. I feel tropical. I feel breezy. My baby said, Daddy, why you got on a beach shirt? Because it feels summertime. I feel like listening to some doggone good tropical music. Sipping on a damn margarita or something. So, okay, let me get back here. I'm sorry, y'all. God love, darn, I missed a good topic. I had to walk away for a minute. That's okay. You come back and just, I don't know, fast forward through it or something. Because this be long. We've been on here for an hour. It's time for me to call it a day. Because I'm about to go out here and do a couple of garden tour videos. That's going to take me a couple of different tries, because y'all know it's a lot of stuff to see out here and a lot going on. And I want to share that with y'all. I'm going to start dinner, and then I'm going to go out here in the garden. Maybe that ain't the smartest thing. Almost burnt the kitchen down last time. Y'all wonder why I only keep the camera over here? Because that side of my kitchen look like the gates of hell over there. I'm sorry, brimstone and everything over on that side. Pretty and yellow over here. Imagine that, just black and roasted. I done that shit, so I know. I'm a reminder for your mama. Have a reminder. I ain't gonna do it because I ain't got time. I'm just have somebody do it. Okay. P. Smith, it's dying in a pot. Only had plant a week. Okay. Let me go back on P. Smith. P. Smith said, trying to wait until I get my fence put in. It looks like it's dying. Put it in a pot. Let me back up. Okay. You talking about the berries. Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I decided Stardust said, I'm glad you said that. I decided I want to move along the fence line. Thanks, Led. Both raspberry and blackberry plants. Raspberry and blackberry plants, great idea if you have a fence line that you want to use. Bad idea if you have a grapevine that you want to use. If you want to plant a grapevine and you running it along a fence, in my own personal opinion and experience, that is almost one of the most horriblest things you can do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everybody think that a vining grapevine is going to stay this little. A grapevine is a winding tree. And the vines turn into trunks over time that you can't move to the point you literally have to take a chainsaw or a hacksaw to cut them. Now, here's the problem with that. Over time, they will deform your gate. If you put it on a metal gate, they will literally deform it, crush it, grow all through it. That fencing will, the vines itself will swallow the metal fencing. Next thing you know, you have no way to remove that. And you're going to have a mess because here's the thing. You can't take a chainsaw to it no more. You got galvanized steel that has been swallowed up by this grapevine. So you can't take a chainsaw to it, can't take a hacksaw to it, can't take loppers to it, and you can't take no metal cutters to it. What do, right? That's a mess. I only know that from experience. Try that. I will never do that again. Only thing I can advise if you are starting a grapevine, please take a little time and a little bit of money and make yourself a proper trellis. Because if you don't put them on a proper trellis, I'm going to say 5 years, not even 5 years. What, we've been in this house 5 years? 5 years, you're gonna have a nightmare. You're going to have a nightmare. Because on my other land, I did that. I built that grapevine I took y'all to in that one video. But before I built that grapevine, the reason I built that trellis on that grapevine is because I did have them on a metal fence. And they're still there right now all over the place if the people still got it like that. It's a mess. You know, it just consumed the fence. The fence is inside of the roots, the vines. I don't know how they're going to get that loose. So, okay, let me get back in here. I'm glad you spoke on the grapes because I was planning to. Don't do it. Please, trust you got this. This ain't my opinion. Like I always say, it's right, it's wrong, and then there's your opinion. This ain't my opinion on this one. This is just wrong. You gonna pay for putting your grapes on a fence line. You're not today, not tomorrow. About 3 years, you're going to start seeing this was not a good idea. Promise you. I promise you that. Okay. Or a tree for that matter. Any kind of tree. Your tree will consume, literally swallow your fence. Okay. Starduster, thank you. No problem. Big Dog 66, I ordered some number 9 cable. That's what I'm talking about. Just need to pick up some 4x4s to put up a trellis. That's what I'm talking about. Spend a little money on the right equipment. Like my friend Claudio and his father built a grapevine and they did it the right way. And I'm helping my brother right now trying to work out a couple of the finishing touches on that. That's how you do it. Spend a little money, spend a little time, or later you're going to spend a lot of money and a lot of time and a headache. It's not worth it. Okay. Yakinia Yisrael, can you do a video about pepper someday? I plan on doing that very soon. As a matter of fact, if you want to go and see me, not just do a video on peppers, but a video on peppers and watch me literally pick them out of the garden and make jalapeno poppers out of them. I got a video about jalapeno peppers. Go in my playlist, find it. That's one of my coolest videos because I actually showed you some of my cooking skills, which I don't ever hardly do. So you might enjoy that one. It's about jalapeno poppers. Go back in the playlist and check that out. Okay, Cat's Garden says, oh no, back up. Starduster. Also, I like Farmer's Almanac book and online. I've never read one, to be honest with you. I'm not saying they wrong or anything. I've never read one. Something about Back to the Future and the almanacs. I don't know. I just never read them. I know that's silly and ignorant, but I'm just being honest with you. Got 15 blackberry plants along the fence line. Someone gave me seen flowers this morning. Maliki Grant. Blackberries, that's fine because those canes are going to keep dying. They're going to produce fruit and die. You cut them off, let the new canes grow. They're going to spread, but they will not consume the fence. So that's fine. The only problem you're going to have with them is they are going to travel under that fence line and be on either your neighbor's side or, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason, but that's easily taken care of. Okay, trellis videos for grapes, next project, not for at least a month. That's okay. Building a chicken coop, run, and now starting on a greenhouse. It'll be break time. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, my cat says, my grapevine, I built fence away from my wood fence with those cow panels. There you go. Use those cattle panels. You can't go wrong with those. Hello, GT Junior Grow Sit. Boy, that's a lot of words. Hello, my friend. That's a lot of words. I got to shorten that. That's hard to even shorten. GT Junior is what I'm going to say because I'm not going to try to do that. Oh, Alaska. Whew. You was in the house last night, huh? Woo, Alaska. Welcome, Alaska. Welcome. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon. Lead, if you use weed and feed on your lawn, will that hurt your fruit trees? You know, Darius, I don't do the lawn thing at all. I don't care about grass. My neighbor spends thousands upon thousands on grass. I could give a crap less about what my lawn look like. Long as it's cut and neat. Now, if you sprinkle in a bunch of chemical weed and feed, no, it'll probably help your fruit trees. But, you know, you're going to eat that fruit and those chemicals is going to be in your body. And that's kind of what we are trying to stay away from. But if you fine with it, listen, I'm going to say this. If you want to put chemicals in your trees, I'm not knocking you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. It won't harm your fruit trees. But your fruit trees will absorb the nutrients from those chemicals that you are putting out for your lawn. Just saying. And you're eating that stuff. So, like I said, it ain't going to hurt it. Probably help it, but in a negative way. You know, like a Twinkie to you. It's delicious. And it's going to break that hunger craving. But it's also clogging up a couple arteries on the way. So it's helping and hurting you in the long run. It's helping you now and hurting you in the long run. So, and I'm not the kind of person, if you use chemicals, don't talk to me. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just going to say that's just not what I do. I'm really trying not to do that. Darius Dar said, yes, you defeat the purpose of actually growing your own food without using chemicals. Yeah, So that kind of kills it. And if you want to feed, now weeds, I don't know nothing about that. But if you want to feed your lawn, you can go out and get this stuff. It's called, I might be pronouncing this wrong, Milorganite, or I can't remember how to pronounce it. It's poop. What they call human manure. It's human manure. It's a big bag of crap. Literally. It ain't like I'm talking about nobody. It's a big bag of shit. So what that is all good nitrogen and phosphorus and natural. And it's a big bag. It feeds your lawn just as good. And it's natural. I mean,
So you can prepare your own.
you don't know what I've been doing?
I don't want
I
to
will
know.
crap in a Home Depot bucket and put it out.
Don't.
Oh, you don't want to know that? Okay. All right. Well, stay off my show if you don't want to know. Stay off my show. Stay off my show. Y'all, listen to Daddy. Listen to Daddy.
Look, at work I got plenty.
I don't want to hear about that kind of crap.
Oh, if you
Okay.
don't want to know, stay off the show.
Shh, I don't want to know. I used to know. Okay. Oh, what about dormancy spray for fruit trees? Is that good or bad? I only use neem oil. I don't get into all the different chemicals and name brands. I only use all natural neem oil. That's all I use. That, and I just spray my water hose hard as I can on my trees and stuff to fight scale, mealybug. I hate mealybug. Them are some nasty freaking little monsters. Mealybugs, scale, I can't, aphids. Your water hose do fine. I mean, I just don't do that. Somebody just put Milorganite. That's the stuff. That's what P. Smith said. That's what they use on their grass, Milorganite. That's some good stuff. Actually, I used to use it in my citrus trees. It's doo-doo. It worked. It worked. I mean, it just worked. Doo-doo baby. Doo-doo baby. Howdy there. Just found your channel. How you doing, Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee? Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out with me. I ain't doing nothing. I'm about to get out of here, actually. Cayenne Duster. Cayenne, cinnamon, and garlic works. I used to use cayenne pepper and all of that stuff. Burnt my trees and stuff up, and I'll never do that again. Maybe I did it wrong, but I did it once. I said, that's enough. I did that years ago on my other land. I'm waiting to come back. There I go. There I go. Had another connection problem. Did you take your Wi-Fi off?
Yeah.
Okay. Get in your Bluetooth. P. Smith, my name is Penny. Okay, Miss Penny. It's Miss Penny, right? I don't want to offend anybody for any reason. Okay. All right, I'm good now. Cinnamon gets rid of ants and fungus. I do believe in cinnamon, but the cayenne, absolutely not.
Oh.
Please close that door. Why are you doing that? Close. See, I'm moving to Florida by myself. I burnt mint too the first time. Yeah, I don't use all that stuff. I just don't. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna answer a couple questions and I'm gonna get off here because I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi again. Okay, probably YouTube saying you've been on here too long. You talking about too much stuff we don't want you to talk about. Let me stop blaming YouTube. As Starduster, okay, it's natural and vinegar is cheap. Okay, I missed that.